Hey, what's up? It's Tuesday. I'm Jim here for The Rough Cuts, and today's film is Death Wish 3. The reason I saw Death Wish 3 is I was going to a screening of Freaked, and Alex Winter, who directed Freak, was there to answer questions during Q&A after Freak and introduce Freaked, and then afterwards he was going to introduce Death Wish 3, which was his first, I guess, major film acting job. He had been acting since he was about 10, but this is his first thing that really I think anyone can find, I guess, or that's not a TV commercial. It's his first real movie. He has a small part as one of the thugs in it. I haven't seen Death Wish 2. I kind of never wanted to because Death Wish 1 came out in the early 70s and Death Wish 2 came out in like 82, and then this one came out in 85. So you can imagine, and I heard the sequels to Death Wish, like the body counts get even more ridiculous. So Alex Winter came up, he did his whole thing for Freak, which was fun. And then after Freak, he came up and he introduced this film. And he talked a lot about how basically this was his summer job, because they filmed this in London. They didn't film this in New York. Oh no, you can't film it. That makes too much sense and I guess would cost more. They obviously later, like, a small unit and Charles Bronson came and shot certain parts in like downtown Brooklyn and throughout Manhattan, or that's what it looked like to me. But you can kind of tell some of the people do look a little British, and you're like, there's a lot of English people for a neighborhood in East New York. The original Death Wish, I think, has a sense of realism to it. He doesn't just go off and start killing people right away. And in this film, it seems like they have a flimsy at best reason for him to go off and kill people. Like, they attack his friend seriously, like, right after the opening credits. Like, they waste no time in this film about getting right to the meat of it, and they want Charles Bronson to start fighting back automatically. Even though this is directed by the guy who directed the first one, which I actually think Michael Winter, I really like his stuff in the 70s. I like The Sentinel, I like The Mechanic, I like Death Wish. This is a different Michael Winter. 70s Michael Winter and 80s Michael Winter are different. And Alex Winter at the thing actually said he didn't really like Michael Winter, but if I had worked on Death Wish 3, I would think so also, because the editing is so bizarre and has this weird kinetic energy. Like, it feels like the first Death Wish on a major cocaine bender. The crime in this is like so extreme and almost cartoonish. You take the crime of the original Death Wish, which was pretty bad, and like pumped it full of steroids, and like there's a ton of gangs everywhere and everything's going to hell and things are exploding. Like, there's a lot of explosions. There's one part where his girlfriend is in this car. To kill her, they roll the car down. They like let the car brake go and they knock her out, and the car rolls down, and when it bumps into another car, instead of having a minor collision, which was probably what would happen, they just burst into flames, like they explode, and it's like, and she's dead. It is wild, some of the action in this. This movie just doesn't really care about any political or sociological issues that the first one brought up or anything like that. This one just wants to see shit blow up, and they kill the giggler. The giggler part was just like, oh man, they got the giggler. Everybody likes that. The giggler's just, you know what's funny? He doesn't really giggle that much. He's more of a runner. They're not very good at naming in that gang. It features a score by Jimmy Page. He's only done 2 film scores, one for Death Wish 2 and one for Death Wish 3. They did keep making Death Wish films for whatever reason. They made a Death Wish 4 and a Death Wish 5, but this was the last one that Charles Bronson worked on with Michael Winter. From what Alex Winter was talking about, how he's just he's this crazed guy, and apparently there's a rape scene in this film, and anytime Michael Winter would have a rape scene in one of those movies, they take 3 days to film it, but there'd be like very little footage, and everyone who worked on it was really scarred by it, and you know, Alex Winter was really nice, and I apologize for basically stealing his thunder to putting it in my review. It's really surreal. I really felt like I was watching like a parody of a movie in a cartoon show. That's how Death Wish 3 feels. It feels like a McBain movie. It doesn't feel like a real Death Wish sequel to me. I've never seen Death Wish 2, and now I want to. Golan Globus produced this. I think Death Wish 3 is like a piece of art. For what Death Wish 3 is trying to do is be a dumb action movie, it's just magnificent. It is a magnificent, stupid action movie. So, if you have seen Death Wish 3 and you would like to talk about it, then comment below in the comments. And subscribe to The Rough Cuts if you haven't already. Subscribe to my main channel, which is below in the info box below this. Follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, and potentially VHX. And follow Earl Barrett Holloway's Tumblr, who does the picture at the beginning and the end of this video. And thank you very much. Alex Winter was cool. He was nice. I like Alex Winter.